Hello, everyone, and welcome to a quick start Braindump with me, Manon Doucet. I'm a published author. I have my publishing house, and that keeps me very, very busy. As many of you knows, I do a lot of those beta with Sudowrite. I'm crazy about plugins when something doesn't work for me or the language, because I also write in French. I go and do my plugin. I play a lot in Sudowrite, doing prompt to get things to work the way I want. And I'm not the one who's going to get things full in the box. I like to have short and sweet prompt directly to the AI. So I always ask with ChatGPT if I don't get it myself, give me a short prompt to make you write. And normally it's pretty good. So I know that John knows my plugin. I'm pretty sure that Jade used some of my plugin, and quite a bit of people use my sex one and my story in reverse. So people which bring their own story or their own manuscript in Sudowrite, they can use that prompt, which use 90,000 words, and reverse it. So basically it's going to give you a title, a synopsis, your character description, and so on, and then you can put them in the box. So many people still like to use my plugin instead of the import button, which doesn't seem sometimes to give the answer they're looking for. It doesn't stay on task. So work in progress on every direction. And as you know, Sudowrite is a work in progress all the time. They're changing all the time, which frankly keep us on our toes because we have to keep up with them, because sometimes the prompt work a week and then they change the model or they change something in the box and the prompt doesn't work when you go and teach. They say, oh my God, it was working last night and the next day doesn't work. So he keep us on our toe. We always, I think, I can barely sleep because I'm dreaming about Sudowrite and I'm writing and working even in my night, in my dreams. Good enough, it's no nightmare yet, so I'm good. Yeah, it's great, Mona. Do we have any new people today? Brand new people? Like they're new to Sudowrite, like 2 weeks old. Yes, brand new. All right. So we'll try to go slow because it is a quick start, and that's for you guys. It's for the new people, but in the same time, it's going to show you to advance quite fast into Sudowrite. So because it's just for the brain dumps sort of situation, I'm not going to give you all the information about everything in Sudowrite, but I will try to go slow and make sure I get you all the information as we go. So I'm going to start right now on this part here. So this is our shared document. I'm going to put it in the chat. And I suggest that you save the link, because after the class, I'm going to go in and update everything we've done and make sure I update all my headers and things like that for you guys, that it's easier to work out. And then you can make a copy and use it in your own documents after that. Can you do a class on story in reverse in the future? Absolutely. No problem with that. Today we have 2 classes, just let you know. I'm having this class, and at 2 o'clock I'm having Mr. Bill with me, which is a very, it's a published author. He's having tons and tons of information to give you guys about book covers, how important it is to book covers. And I also ask tons of questions for him on how he got to the point where he is today. So don't miss that. It's at 2 o'clock today. So that one here, let's talk book cover with William Allen Webb. It's going to be a fantastic class to be in. You're going to learn a lot. So then Christina is there. Then after that, on tomorrow, that's going to be using the quick tool with me. So a quick start again. And then we have the quick start on using the first draft. That's one of my favorite one. I do a lot of stuff with first draft. And then what else we have? On Friday, it's for the people which are writing in different language. So I'm with Dahlia. And on Saturday, it's for the French people. So if you want to write in French and learn a lot about Sudowrite in French, that's going to be on Saturday. So that's my week of events. So let's share. Everyone got it? Any question in the chat before I jump in? And yes, it's recorded, and you're going to find it in our, let me open this. If you want to know where to find it, this is Sudowrite window. Once you go in the Sudowrite, like you did today, you go into the class one, but you're going to find them here in the Join Our community, which is our Discord. So you just go in Discord, you accept, hit continue. And here you have the events of today and the week. And then you go into the classes video. Oh, I have a hard time to find it. So course video right here. And you'll find all the video, and you can make search on the video for beginners, intermediate, advanced. And I believe you can probably put a search to at some point and get the video you're looking for. And if you're looking for my video, I put them all into the multilingual and on the international. That's where I put all my videos. So you can go on the YouTube and find all the video that I have on Sudowrite since I start Sudowrite. All right, let's go and work this. So I did a lot of work on our brain dump that we're going to do today. So far, does everyone understand where we're going? Do I have any question? You got the, everyone has the document? I'm waiting for an answer, yes, no? Because I don't know when someone new arrived. I don't know if they have the document or not because I don't have access to the number popping up. So don't be shy, raise your hands or say, I have a question, all right? And if someone doesn't have it, please share it with other people when they come in. All right, let's get going. So you have my favorite links. So you know I love, I'm having some PTSD and some other little thing that I really like to hear when I'm writing. So all my links are here that you can get what I'm using. Like I like Grammarly for my errors, so I can write proper English. Speechify to read back to me. I like the Autocrit to tell me about the story, what's missing, what should be worked on. I'm a Vellum person. I do put all my books on Vellum, publish from Vellum, and I publish to Google, Amazon, and very soon Apple. And I have different one in the US too that I publish to. I publish on Medium. I use KDSPY, which is a very nice one to know your niche when you want to write a book. Otter is when you want to speak to the computer and it's going to write down everything you say, and then you copy and paste, and then you have your story that you can bring and edit and work into Sudowrite and so on. So you can click on all of those and see everything that I work with. So enjoy those. I work with those all the time. All right, to efficiently brainstorm a story with Sudowrite, follow these steps. What do we need to do when we do work on a brain dump? Why do we use brain dump? If you are like me, you've been working on writing books and story for a long time. You probably remember that before computer, we used a sticky note on the wall or a cardboard or something like that. So brain dump is similar to that. And then we have another one in Canva, but I'm not going in Canva today. So Braindump is similar to that. So you need to know what you're going to work with. So you need to have a clear objective. Now, it's that said, in Sudowrite, you can come in with absolutely no idea and start your story from absolutely nothing. So you have two ways of going. So you can want to create a story and ask Sudowrite to help you with that. And that's a start of a brain dump. So you get to tell Braindump what you want to do. Then you want to have that structure. So a structure prompt to put in your Braindump and says, okay, this is what I want. I want to write a story about a young girl who finds a magical compass that lead her to an enchanted forest, as an example. So starting the structure your story and put that in Braindump. Refine with iterative input. So like example, break the brainstorming into chunk. So the AI will generate idea for you, or you have the idea already. So you need your story, your character, the conflict, the plot, twist, and get these separately in your Braindump. So break it down, make it yours, and or get the AI to do it for you. So like this one here, it gives you feedback on price that that's close, but I need a villain to be. So you can talk also, and it's using quick chat, or which I will show you also. So these are really notes for you to bring into the Braindump, because at this vlog, a month or two, Sudowrite was saying they might leave or take off the synopsis, because the synopsis is limited to 800 words and the Braindump is limited to 2000 words. And at some point we're using both, and then they stop that and they says, no, we're not doing that. So I'm not sure where they are anymore on that front, but we keep complaining about the fact that there's not enough space in the synopsis to really give enough information to Sudowrite. You still working on it, Linda? What do you mean by that? I'm waiting to see what Linda's going to say. She says, I'm still working on it. I'm not sure if she's working on. I'll wait for that. All right. So refine your input, like I said. Okay. That's great. Thank you, Linda. She's thinking like me. Perfect. So embrace your creativity and divergence. So in the Braindump, when you put all your information, put what you want. You can suggest a different way the character discover the compass. So that's an example again. So combine your idea, mix and match the element of various suggestion created and unique to your story. Now you might say, why is she telling me all that? It doesn't make sense from here. These are really just little template and my way of brainstorming to get into my Braindump, and that's why I put the example here. So instead of going all that, so you have access to this, and you can follow up my way of going and structuring things, because I really want the Sudowrite to give me everything I want. So I even talked to it and says, let's write seriously. This is not what I'm looking for, and I'm going to give more information to the Braindump. So like the genre is the historical mystery crime thriller, and I'm giving more information. So I bring my own idea in. So you have the notes. Let's jump into Sudowrite, because all those notes are in my Sudowrite. So let's jump into it. So the first prompt I did, this is what I did. So the basic, we need names. Each time I go to a class, everybody says they don't like the name. It's always the same name over and over all the time. I'm going to have to close down my Discord because it's going to keep beeping. Sorry about that. All right. So basic, we need names. So first, what am I writing into it? I want to write a mystery trailer. So I have a prompt example here. So I want to write a mystery novel about a detective who uncover a series of connected disappearances in a small coastal town. So let's develop that. It says, okay, the character. What traits should the detective have? What their background? So now the AI might suggest you the development of this. So a retired detective with a troubled past haunted by case they never, hold on, my other one is beeping. All right, close that. So retired detective trouble past haunted by a case they never resolved or solved, and now draw back into a world of crime and solving. So this whole prompt, and that was my important part. I want names. It's okay, I want give me good names because we're tired of always the same names. Give me a good plot twist. So I got that, and I give it example. And then the AI might suggest. So you can understand that I'm also working with ChatGPT to give me a lot of information. So before I get everything into Sudowrite, I use both. So I'm kick bashing between Sudowrite and ChatGPT. So this is one of the suggestions that they might give us. So okay, let's work with that. So this is the Braindump. So I took everything I have up here. It says, all right, so my genre is an action thriller. The story in media res, so we start fast in the story. The era, near future, year 2037. The location, in Paris, France. The twist, the protagonist still don't have a name. Closest ally betray them in a final act. Who's them? We don't know. There's no name. And I want story hangers. So I always ask for that to get some good twist in my story. So the final shot show the villain escaping, hating in a sequel. Again, that's kind of a secret the AI should not know, but we need to build somewhere. So I give it a prompt. So it has the information I'm looking for. This is a prompt here. So I am writing an action thriller set in Paris in the year 2037, where the protagonist, and I'll give a name, Jack Hayes, is a cover operative on the run after uncovering a global conspiracy involving a group called the Black Cell. The story begins in mid-res with Jack evading assassin through the street of Paris. As the plot unfolds, though, through flashback, it is revealed by Jack was on a mission to expose a government cover-up linked to the Black Cell. His closest ally, Nina Morrow, has been helping him through, but the story major twist is that Nina is working for the Black Cell, and she betrays Jack in the final act. The story ends with a cliffhanger where Jack narrowly escapes, but the Black Cell's leader, Ivan Rostov, slips away, suggesting a sequel. Can you write a detailed synopsis using the media res structure with a twist of betrayal and cliffhanger where the villain escapes? So I give my key information too. So the summary of the key element, unique name. So each prompt includes distinct name and character and location that fit the genre and the era. The location, specific evocative setting, era given to ground the story, such as Eretis, Fantasy Kingdom, Ashmore, UK small town, Greenwich Village, New York, NYC, and Paris near future cities. The era and the day the prompt spanned across various time periods, from the medieval era to the near future. Twists. Each story included twists such as betrayal, hidden truths, and false memories. Story hanger. Every prompt ends with an unsolved element, setting up the stage for emotional narrative continuation, example, unresolved truths, villain escaping, etc. So this is my Braindump. It's not very long, it's only 304 words. And I'm kind of wondering what kind of synopsis is going to give me. So the genre, I put it in my genre here too. Then the style, we don't know. So here's the synopsis that came with it. I'll just go this one here. Did I got the right one? Or was it at the last one? There you go. All right, so the result, sometimes we have to double check. But the result of this, when I click do my synopsis, so this is a Braindump, the genre. So this is the synopsis which came out of, and we came out with a 563 word synopsis. So before I go too far, do I have any question in the Braindump? Because I know it's for newbies, and I jump right in the Braindump, which is the first part of the story Bible. Did I went too fast? Did I miss anything?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I went too fast?
There was a question in the chat, how to get to the Braindump. I think they were asking how to turn on Story Bible.
Yeah, thank you very much. You have to let me know when I go too fast because I forget sometimes. So basically, yeah, the Story Bible is up here, well, down here. And here is because I work on making all those prompts for you guys. If you are brand new, you don't have all these things. You get, when you come in, I'm sorry, I'm going to just start a new project to show you what that looked like. Thank you for, guys, stop me when I go over. Tell me there's a question in so I can actually answer. So all you have to do is it's a new document, and that's what you get when you come in, when you're brand new. And the Story Bible is down here. So here there's nothing because we have nothing written yet. So when you open your Story Bible, the first one is the Braindump. And that's what we're working in. We put all our story information right in the Braindump.
She's asking, where do you ask the questions?
The question, that's a big one. That would be more like in a brainstorming class, because the brainstorming is what we do before we have our Braindump. But as a quick one, we'll go here. So ask question. You go on to this one here, on title. So your Story Bible is down here, but you go right here on title. And that's where you ask your question. So who's the one who says, where do we ask question? Where are you?
There's actually two of them, but I don't know if they have a mic.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, so what would be your question?
Well, I was wondering where you were putting your questions in that you were just showing us. We were talking about Braindump, but you were looking for it to generate your synopsis. So do you start here? Do you start in Braindump? I'm just kind of confused as to the step by step.
Okay, so basically the Braindump is if you have your own story already idea, you bring everything in the Braindump, or you bring it here on the on title. So let's see if I can give you an idea. I'm going to use a plugin. Do you know what a plugin is?
I don't even know what a plugin is.
Okay.
No.
So I'm going to start with the basic that we have right now on the screen. So you want an idea on a story. And when we start using Sudowrite, we need to start with a program or a story that we're not attached to it. So we start with something brand new. So let's see. Write a retelling story. What's your favorite story when you were a kid or now?
Harry Potter.
Now, when you highlight this, that's how we sell telling. How we write retelling.
Call it a fan fiction.
Repeat that again.
Call it a fan fiction.
A fan fiction.
Yeah.
Retelling. It's going to give me the same thing. He's going to understand what I'm saying. Retelling fan fiction about Harry Potter. Retelling. And
I usually put in the style of.
in the style of. Okay. You
In
do
the
it the way,
style of Harry.
do it the way how you think you want it.
Well-
Thank you, retelling. I was right the first one, so it was the E. All right. So we go with that just to give us an idea of what we want to do, how to get a brainstorm going. So you come in with your story, you can put your story right there. Once you highlight it, you have that quick edit there, which is one of my class during the week is quick edit and quick chat. This little toy is so fun because it's ChatGPT on steroid, but you don't have to pay for it if you don't want to. So you click on this here, the quick edit. So you have to highlight the words. This will show up. Or you do that little flower K, and I think it's Control K for the window people. Or Command K. Anyway. Yes, perfect. So you click on this quick edit. Now, if you do quick edit here, it's going to try to give you a story based on this, or you can do a chat with it. So I'm going to do both to give you the difference. So you just click here on edit and we are in quick edit. And that one is giving you more like stories, not chatting with you. It's going to try to give you a story with what we have here, if you understand what we want. This here is the high quality one. If it's off like this, it's free. You don't have to pay for it. If you put it on, it's going to use your credit. All right, so tell you I never use the on button. It's very, very, very rare. Maybe I did it once since they have it. I use the free version. So, and you just go here and click edit. It's going to cross it off and it's going to start a retelling story. So here we have Harry Potter in the bustling corridor of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, whisper and of mystery, new student. Oops, come on. Spread like wildfire among the students. The rumors spoke of a young witch named Lysandra Nightshade, whose arrival at the school has been shrouded in secrecy as she glides through the hall, her silver robe billowing behind her. Her piercing emerald eyes seems to hold ancient secrets. So with that little sentence that we give, that's what he gave us. He gave us a small retelling of Harry Potter or in the style of Harry Potter. All right. So for me, this is a start of a brain dump because it's okay, I like that story. So you copy that because they still haven't give us the copy button. Now I have a choice. I can also say I like it or I don't like it. So I can reject or accept. So I'm going to accept this one. And it says part of a new story. All right. So you're brainstorming a new story to bring into the brain dump. Does that answer one of your questions on how to start and bring things in brain dump?
Yes, but then you move that into Braindump
Yes. So you take it.
and then you ask your other questions. I started mine by just putting a chapter where you put the first description.
Okay. That's also,
And then
yeah, go ahead.
And then I wasn't quite sure whether that goes into the brain dump. And then do I ask questions from there? Or yeah, I'm just kind of confused as to
okay. The
how
brain
the
dump is
brain
not a
dump
place
works.
to ask question. You cannot ask question in brain dump. You ask question here in this area here, the document. Where
Okay.
you have the document, that's where you ask your questions. So like this one here, I can ask by highlighting the first paragraph. I can ask to expand. That's where we can use all our laser tool on top. But that's also where you can ask question about your story. And again, I send you to quick edit. And you can ask question. You can ask who's Lysandra Knight? Where's she from? So they don't say anything about where she's from in this one. So you can ask background on her. So like this one. So that what is her background? And I'm going to look for her. So it's Linsa. There's only one. So you should understand that, or I may have to put her name. So this is where you ask question in this area, because in the box, we cannot ask question as yet. They're working on that. So you
Okay.
understood what I meant by her.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, and this is part of your brain dump. So I like the answer. I'm not going to feedback. I just like it. I copy it. We still don't have a copy button, so you have to highlight, copy, and paste. So I take it and I bring it in the story Bible here. So I can, her part is right here where she is, and I can put it right underneath who she is. It really, it's where you put all your information. And from here, I would go and get my prompt of getting more information, because this is the brain dump, and this is a story you just got out of nothing. So you don't have all the information, the AI, you don't know where the AI is going with the story. If you had your own story and you bring everything in brain dump, I also suggest that you have to have this information, that the time, the era, and all that. So my prompt is in the way bottom. So here, so you want the genre, the story structure, the era, the location, the twist and anger and all that stuff. So you want these information to get your story even more. So the story key, so unique name. So you want the AI to give you nice, unique name that are going with the story and things like that. So these are part that you want to add to your story and you want to transform them into a prompt. So if I go into the class that I put up today, and I'm going to go to my 9.1, which I had the nice prompt that I wanted. And this one is based on that. So I will have to ask all the question about the Harry Potter one. So I want those key elements inside that Harry Potter one. So I'm going to go back in the one we just made together. So we have our start of story. We know how to get more information by using the quick chat. So let's get in the brain dump and let the AI know that we want more information. So the story element, we don't need that. So we want unique name. So when he's going to do the story, we want nice name. We don't want to have Harry Potter. That's obvious because it's already a story, but it's a retelling of it. So we want distinct name for each character, location that fit the genre and the era. The location, we want it to be evocative. Now he gave us examples, so we have to remove this location specific era story, such as. We don't want to be the such, we remove that because that's belong to the other one that I wrote. The era, the date prompt span across the period medieval and the near future. So from across various period of time from, we're not going to put that down, just leave it this. Basically, I'm giving prompt to the AI in my brain dump to give me a nice synopsis, because this is the synopsis which is going to write the rest of the book. The brain dump it's so vast to use. I can only give you a few examples on how to use the brain dump, but from here you can ask the brain dump to write a synopsis which is going to have 5 different books in it. You can ask that in brain dump. It's going to be impossible to show you everything you can do with brain dump. But I realized maybe I went too fast and too deep for someone who's just started. Do I have any more question in there before I go too far and too fast?
You did ask about copy.
Copy? Which one? Copy when you highlight and paste?
Yeah, I think she was saying, is it to get a copy of what goes in the brain dump?
Yeah, basically what you have up here, which is that part here. because it's all on this one. We can see everything when this is on. If this is off, you won't see anything at the bottom. So you have to put it on. But everything you have up here, because this will not read what's up here yet. It's going to read everything in the Braindump because we have nothing. The start is empty. The synopsis is empty. Everything else is empty. We have nothing. We only have what we bring into it or decide to get the AI to give us an idea. And then from here, you just select all. And then you copy when you're satisfied with that. And then you bring it into your Braindump like we did right here. Yeah, make sure you copy everything because the Braindump, the quick chat here, is it okay? This, they don't have the history yet. They're supposed to, they had it and it's gone. At some point, some of it was going there, now it's gone. Like I said, they're moving very, very quickly when they do the Sudowrite. So that's how we do it. So what's the result you have in here? That's what you have to copy and bring into this amount here or in the Braindump. So let's go back to our Braindump here. So we have the little start of our story, but we want more. We cannot go far with just this. So we want more information. We want twists. We want character. We want time, date, area. Yeah, they're working on it, Jade. They're working on it. It's going to come. All right, so we ask for more twists. So we want to include twists, betrayal, hiding truths, false memories. You can change your twist the way you want for the story, but I just copy what I had for the other story. Then I love story anger. So I always ask, so every prompt resolving an element, stage, emotional, narrative, communication, example, resolve truths, villain escaping. So that we can leave it there. I work in Canadian English. I always change my, I will leave that. So this is our Braindump with the story you told us about Harry Potter, and we did a retelling of Harry Potter. So we don't have Harry Potter, but it's the same situation in Harry Potter. And we have like 285 words only in our Braindump. From here, we could get it bigger, a lot bigger. But just for the fun of it, with what we have here, let's see what is going to give us inside the synopsis, where everything is based from after that. We have any, what will be the genre of this one? Fantasy? All right. Now, one thing that I want to show, once you click in the box, look in the bottom here, the section effect synopsis and the beats. We used to have those nice interrogation points that we were able to click on and was giving us all what the box was involved with. Now we have to click in the box and it's at the bottom. So our Braindump is directly going to affect the synopsis and the beats. So as we go, we're going to add information to the Braindump. All right. So the genre here, this section affects the synopsis, the outline, the beats, and the chapter generator. So because it's going to affect the synopsis, that's why I put down fantasy. I could even go further, I can put dark fantasy to change the way the story is going to go. And you can mix your genre. So from this, I want to know what kind of synopsis is going to come out. So let's generate our first synopsis with Harry Potter kind of story. During that time, I'm going to check in the... I miss a question, please let me know. So we have a pretty good synopsis here. We went from a very short idea of story, which is a short synopsis, to a much bigger synopsis of 605 words out of 800. So with what we add in our Braindump, that we wanted unique name, location, era, and story hanger. Yeah, like Atticus says there, sign up for all those classes. And you have to sign up for the class, even if it's a series. So let's see our synopsis here, what that gave us with all the information we asked. So in the hallowed hall of Hogwarts School, witchcraft and wizardry, an enigmatic presence wove its way through the bustling corridors, stirring whisper of intrigue among the student body. Lysandra Nightshade. I don't like the nightshade, so things like that, when you don't like it, you get to go and change them as you go. Because once we're done with our synopsis, we're going to generate the character. So if there's name in the synopsis you don't like Nightshade, you're going to have to change them there, or just squarely take it off so it doesn't bring it in the last name. So a young witch shrouded in mystery had arrived at the ancient institution, her silver robe blowing behind her as they glided through the castle labyrinth passage. With piercing emerald eyes, we have these words that we have to remove too. At some point, it's nice to have them maybe in the first chapter, and after that, you don't want to have the piercing emerald eyes everywhere in your story. So how we call those words again? Those pesky little words that keep coming back on us.
Like loop?
No, they're not loop. Yeah, the AI is.
AI-system.
Yeah, they are the AI, because when we work with AI, we know these words which keep coming back from chapter to chapter. We know the person is using AI to write the stories. So we have to make sure that edit your story. Don't publish a story directly from Sudowrite. You got to edit and put yourself inside the story, make it yours. So with piercing emerald eyes, that seems to hold the weight of the ancient secret, Lysandra commanded attention whenever she went. Her mere presence igniting the imagination of their peers. Rumors swirled around Lysandra particular background, hinting at a hidden past intertwined with the dark art and betrayal. Despite her enigmatic facade, she found solace in the company of a few close friends who steadfast support her through a trial and tribulation that life at Hogwarts, would inevitably bring. The hushed whisper that trailed in her wake spoke of tragic backstory, one that had layer of depth in her character and set the stage for potential conflict and challenge as her story unfolded. Unlike students before her, Lysandra possessed a remarkable ability to communicate with magical creatures. Her dormitory has inevitable menagerie, a door with intricate drawing of unicorn, dragons, phoenix that seems to come alive under her skill's hand. So you see, with these 4, 5 little demands that I added to this very little synopsis that we got through the quick chat or quick edit, we got a very nice synopsis, which I'm very pleased with. It's giving me twists, names, maybe not the last name, but Lysandra I never had before. This is new. I'm going to go through a few of this here, see if there's other name which comes up, but we asked for the intricate drawing of the unicorn, the dragons and all that, which comes with the fantasy. There's some dark into it. There's a lot of video Janes out there. If you go to this here and you go into the link. And sorry, I have all the prompts here. You're going to have going through all this, guys, because I'm kind of going sidetracked because we have that story with Harry Potter, but I had all those story here that I did work with earlier, and I'm going to put all the result and all the information so you can do it at your own time. But I guess we're working on to the reality right now. So if you go right here, you can go at my YouTube channel, which is on top, and you'll find all the newbie video, because I do a lot of video for new people to come in, and very detailed one at that. So detailed that some people find it too detailed and too boring because it's too much information when we are working with Sudowrite for so long. So, all right. So where are we in the question here? I don't want to go too far too fast. And there's one surprise for you at the end, guys. I have made a plugin that will take your brainstorm and synopsis to the next level. So stay tuned because that's going to reveal very, very soon. We're already like at 49. So did I miss any question in the chat? Anything?
I think she was just asking for, is there a way to tell the AI not to use certain words?
The AI is like 8 years old. It doesn't like to be told not what to do. So we have classes that Stacy is doing on how to shun words. And for that, it's very, very advanced. It's in the world building. So if you go into Luma or our Discord, look for classes which are done with Stacy and Nicole. And they're going to go very, very deep in the world building and how to show in the world building shun words or remove, or like this one, shun list. So, and then she show how to bring your shun list. Like for me would be like the clicking heels, the deep piercing eyes, things like that you can put down here. But it's for the advanced. So I don't want to go inside this right now because I have to give the class on the Braindump. So if someone can send her the link, I don't know if they have it uploaded yet because it was last week that she teach the shun list. So I don't know if it's up there yet. So let's keep going with this one here. So because we're at 51, I'm going to jump into what I wanted to show you and finish this one here. Then we can get all the question and all the testing. Sorry. But right now I got to say I'm very, very pleased with the outline. Even though it doesn't have the 800 words, I was trying to get an outline, a synopsis to give me 800 words. Sometimes it does. I did broke up the Sudowrite a couple of times where it gave me like 1,200 words synopsis. It way above the 800. And then sometimes it stop at 800 and it says ... Then you have to put down in the rewrite here, continue writing the synopsis. And then it's going to keep going. And then hopefully it's not going to restart depending on how you write the question. So it's a bit special. So now that we have our synopsis, we have quite a bit of information, but we can get even more. So from the Braindump here that we have in the synopsis, we want more information to get our story even more details and more fun to read and easier for you to write through any means that you can write with. So I'm going to do here, I take the synopsis. I'm going to copy the synopsis. Those little 2 square up here, I copy that. And I go and click on Add New, Blank Document. In the blank document, I'm going to pass the synopsis that we have, which we were quite happy with. Now from this, I'm going to give you the plugin that I made to get this information even better. And I had to restart my Sudowrite because I could not get access to my plugin. So when you don't have this line on top, just refresh your screen. It's a small something that they keep trying to fix, but we still have it. So I'm not sure if it's our computer or whatever it is. So we have our little synopsis. We have our little prompt here at the end, which is flashing our cursor. You go in the plugin, and I'm going to give you the link. It's called simply Braindump. I'm going to link it. I'm going to put it inside the chat. I'm going to show you what this little toy is doing. You will work with pretty much a lot of information you're going to bring in. If you have your own synopsis, your own brain dump, put it at the end here. You click on plugin. You have to add it. So once you get that link, you should click add, or it should come in right away inside your plugin list. As you can tell, everyone with a flag of Canada are my plugins. Normally, it's one of the last one in your list, the brain dump one. All you have to do right now is to click on that, and it's going to go for work. And it's going to bring you a title, a setting, a protagonist, antagonist, central conflict, the major twist, the cliffhanger, a different synopsis with more information with everything above. It's going to give you the middle of the story, the end of the story, and it's still working. A cliffhanger, and that's it. So it's going to give you 1,751 words. This here, yes, Jane? Yes, Jane?
Sorry, I was unmuting. Can you tell me how to add that plugin again? I was just trying to do it and couldn't figure it out.
All right. You go in plugin up here. I did.
Yep.
Did you click on the one I put in the chat?
I did. I copied it.
All right. So when you are in your plugin, you should have it here somewhere, add, and it should be one of the one there like this. And normally if you see remove, that's because it's inside your plugin. So when you click here, what do you see?
I'm sorry. Let me see. I am not seeing your ad. Brain dump. So back there again.
So if you go under yours, you'll see what you add, or the one under added. It should be one of the first ones showing up, but for me it's yours because I'm the one who built it. If not, you can put a search, brain dump in the search plugin.
Okay, I'll do that. It's not showing up. I don't want to take any more time. I'll figure it out.
So when you click on it, it brings you to that. So if you click on the link I put into the Zoom,
Yep.
You come with this here, and you click on add.
I did that.
It is doing the adding. Then you go back to your Sudowrite, a little Sudowrite on the left of my screen here. Click on that, and you're going back inside your Sudowrite. You click on your project. You still following me?
It's still not adding for me. So you go ahead. I'll figure it out eventually.
So you don't see it at all in your plugin. Is anyone else
No.
has a problem with it? Is it because did you try to add it? Is it adding?
You have to remember to refresh it as well.
You
Okay,
might have to refresh.
you have to refresh your screen. So just do a refresh, Jane. Refresh your screen.
Did that.
And it still doesn't show up in your plugin?
Let me see if I can search it. Nope.
Do you want, can you share your screen?
It's definitely there for me, so I don't.
Jane, are you able to share your screen so we can help you?
Let's see if I can share my screen.
Yeah, it's right at the bottom. It's the I just learned to recently do that. Yeah.
I have an exclamation point. Is that it?
Now on the bottom, it says share. It's an arrow, a green box with an arrow towards the top, looking towards the top.
Yeah, it's sending me back to Zoom and system. It's, yeah.
Oh, no, you have to do it on the Zoom screen.
On the Zoom screen.
To share your screen. Yeah, on this screen that we're actually on right here that we're
Yeah,
in.
I clicked on the share screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can, well, I'll show you what it says, open system preferences.
She's not
Oh, yeah, you need
computer.
So
you
yeah,
have to.
yeah, just go ahead. I don't want to hold you up. Well,
Oh, you just have to give it permission. That's why it's asking you to open system preferences. You have to give it permission to share. That's all.
That's all. All right, Jude says it's working for her or for him. So did you try it?
It worked for me too.
So I'm going back on
Zoom may not be able to record the contents of your screen until it is quit. So I don't really want to quit, I don't think.
Oh, it won't make you quit. I thought the same thing, and it won't make you. It's just saying that if you were to allow it to record, it might ask you to refresh your
you
page.
got it.
Oh,
There we go.
I just did this like
Later.
about 3 days ago for the first time. So yeah, I know it can be a little confusing.
All right, so go into the added,
Which is added.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's right there. So it's already inside of it. You have it. So go onto your Sudowrite on the top right. Yeah, there, down. No. Go back where you were. No, go back in the Sudowrite where you were. There. That one. No, right under Best AI on the top left, the little Sudowrite. Click on that. No, down. That one.
Where it says, yeah, the pseudo,
There you go.
And then click on your project.
Click on one of your projects you want to try the plugin. There we go. So where do you want to use a plugin? Before you click on it, where you want to use it? You want to use it on your chapter 1 or your chapter 3?
Chapter 3 is my chapter 1. It's like,
so put it.
So yes, this one.
All right, so put it in the bottom of your chapter 3. You may have too many words. I think I put it for 2,000 words.
Too much? Okay, yeah. That's why I said I'm still
How much word
stuff.
there is in your chapter 1?
I didn't think it was 2,000, but is there a word count?
And the word count is on top there. It says 2,229.
No. Might I suggest that we have her click on.
That's why I said let's move on. I can.
Oh no, I was going to say, could you click on your plugins to make sure it's there? Just click on that, and you'll see it's there, and then you would just click on that.
Yeah, click on it and see what it's going to say. Oh, it's working. Good. Let's see what it's going to give us. There we go. So look at it and tell me if it's working with your story.
Yeah. It seems to be. Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is a huge, beautiful brain
Awesome.
dump that give enough information to Sudowrite to write a full story. So when Sudowrite
Fabulous.
doesn't
Thank
have
you.
everything we need, a plugin is very handy. So you can just stop your sharing, sweetie.
Is that what I do?
No,
Yeah, just go down to the share screen again and
I got it.
click the button.
I will get it for her. Done. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more question that we can test? We already inside our hours. Any question I can show you? I mean, I got you. There's a lot of information in a document. We show you a walkthrough. And then I gave you a beautiful plugin to make things very real for you guys to work with, to get all that information. Let's go back into the sharing. To get these little information we get from Sudowrite. So that plugin, you can use it onto your synopsis. You can use it on your Braindump. You can use it on a chapter. And it's going to give you all the information that you need to make a full story and give you twists and stuff. And then from this, you know, you can use all your laser tools. You can bring this into one of those. Did that already? No, I didn't. So I copied this. You use that little copy here in the bottom. You can give it a thumbs up, says I like it. Copy, or you can insert one of the two. I prefer to have a new document and work separately myself. So I bring it into a brand new document. And that becomes my new brain dump where I'm going to get all the information I'm looking for. And if I'm really happy, bring it into the main brain dump here. Because now we have everything. You can bring it in here. You have your brain dump, which should be, how many words we have? So we're just below the 2000 by 250 words. We have our genre. And from here, we can ask for a brand new synopsis. Now we have all the information. I saw New York City in that thing. So yeah, New York City, Evangeline Blackwood. So I would have, if I didn't go too fast, I would have gone and removed the Blackwood. I don't want the Blackwood there. I forgot to read that one. We did go with a different one than Harry Potter here. What did we do? We have to go back and check something. Which one did we use to get this one? That wasn't on the Mystery of Hogwarts? Oh yeah, it's the dark version story of the Hogwarts story with, he goes on a totally different, he's going away from the Harry Potter, and it's in New York. Then we have Cats Become Valuable, Ally to Evangeline Quest, Paranormal Investigation. That's going to be an interesting one to look at and read. Is there another question, Jane?
Oh, no, sorry, that's the old one.
Okay. All right. So that's a very interesting one that we just generate. And the synopsis, I really, they have to get that synopsis to go bigger. And I'm very curious which model they use to write a synopsis. So for me, this synopsis, I would have to get it fixed with more information into it. But basically from this, once you're satisfied and go remove everything you don't want and change it, make it yours, then you get all your character generated, and then you keep on going. But really the brain dump, get your brain dump the way you want. Get all the information you need right here in your brain dump to get everything good. And one thing I would like to do, because at the start they told us we didn't need the synopsis. What I'm going to do, I'm going to delete it and make a test with you guys to, without the synopsis, what is going to do for a story. It's still generating the character. I should probably do that. It's going to take a while. In the meantime, any question I can answer during that. I cannot find my chat. Oh, there, the chat. Okay, Atticus. This is, well, time of the day, season, first person POV. Yeah, that goes in the style. But you can put it in the brain dump. So what the Atticus put down can also go in the brain dump. Brain dump is really what it says. It's a brain dump of everything you want to see in your story. And as your story evolves, all the information evolve with it. But this is also in the advanced classes where from chapter to chapter, the genre may change. From that chapter 1, this is the start of it. It's telling about the little girl arriving at Hogwarts, blah, blah, blah. But in the second one, it can be like it's a everyday at school, chapter 2. And at the end, she's finding a special magic item. And on third one, there is a rising action. So it's no longer just the little fantasy story. There's action added to it. So you change that in your genre and in your style. And the style also, it's a class by itself too, that all the different style you can do and add your own. Editor, Braindump, right corner of the Zoom. Any question I'm missing here? Scrivener is very good. Yes, Scrivener. I use Vellum and I use Atticus. Because Atticus, you can bring everything. I saw my name going back. Manon, did you have a doc for this story? Yeah, and Blade gave it to you. Confusion was a differentiation of brainstorm, brain dump. Yeah, the brainstorm is basically you brainstorming your story. In the brain dump, you take the result of your brainstorm in the brain dump. Yeah, there's a lot of way of going with the brainstorming. You're totally right, Blade. Thank you so much, typically the Scrivener. Let's see the kiss. All right. Any question? Anything at all? Anything else you want me to test before? Autocrit has publishing stuff as well. Yeah, it's in my link, John, the Autocrit, because I like to see it. I like when the words, you look at the words repeats, how many words are repeating many times inside your chapters and the entire books. They give you, if there's enough dialogue, they compare it for different, in the same genre that you have, with different story in the same genre, and they compare your story with it. So they give you a lot of information in the Autocrit, which is also inside my Quick Start Braindump document here under the links. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to thank everyone, and we're going to stay together and chat and have fun and do some testing. So everything you are too shy to ask during the recording, we work at it after. So any question you have to go deeper in things, I will do it now. So I want to thank you, everyone. Hopefully the class didn't go too much left and right. I'm sorry if I went too fast into the information I had to give you. Re-listen the video as many times as you want. It's going to be uploaded into my YouTube by tomorrow, and hopefully by the end of next week it's going to be in the Discord too. So thank you very much. You're going to receive an email asking you if I did well. I'm sorry, I know I didn't do as great as I was supposed to. I got sidetracked, so sorry about that. and hopefully next one will be better also. And we never know if our class will stay on track. We always get like something will get us off track, and then we try to answer everyone the best we can. So hopefully you'll learn something. So I thank you so much. And again, that's Manon, and that was the quick start for Braindump.
Don't worry, Manon, it was a great class, and I personally think it's great if you jump in on with questions and show directly how it works. I think it's helped many of us to see it live on a impromptu feature, I say.
Thank you.